Oh, shoot. What did I do with it? Oh, no. No.
So that 30-foot.
I know what that loser. It's...
First visit. Anytime she moved, it was on mirrors.
Anyway, well, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, wherever you're at around the world. I'm your host, Ricky Drama, here live in Cebu, Philippines. It's a little late. I got going a little bit late here. It's 12:24 p.m., which would be 12:24 a.m. in New York, 12:24 p.m. here in Cebu, Philippines. I'm your host, Ricky Drama, here live tonight. It's Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. Motherfuckers, time flies when you're killing it out here, bro. I've been killing it, man. Left, right, and center. First of all, we're all proud of our boy, our hero, Baltimore Ron, Be More Ron channel. Be More Ron. Baltimore Ron, Be More Ron channel. Anyway, after a glorious weekend in Pattaya with his new hot, sexy 19-year-old darling superstar nursing student, Thai nursing student, he has now taken her to the beautiful Viet Cheap Nam, Viet Cheapo Nam, El Cheapo, where the broke ass losers, the broke people go. They might not be losers, it is brokies. If you're brokey and you want to live in Southeast Asia and not have a girlfriend, and you want to be alone and depressed, living in some shithole room, and at night because you just have no interaction. You're just sitting there all by yourself each and every night. You can't talk to a girl. All the cliquey expats won't talk to you, because they're all in their little cliques and their little bubbles. And, you have the Euro trash. You got the Russians. You got the Asians. You got the, you got the hardcore, brokey foreigners, Americans. You got all these cliquish ass motherfuckers in Vietnam, but you're sitting there alone in your hotel at night, like that loser, the guy from the guy that sold useless student loans to students that for a worthless college technical degree they never used, that got shut down, for and everyone went to jail for it. One of those, tech schools, for that get nothing done. What's that guy's name? Oh damn! What's his channel called? Anyway, he moved to Bangkok. He did a video with that Geo, Geo on the go, that sex tourist. Anyway, what was I saying, bro? Anyway, so Vietnam sucks. That's Rom's in Vietnam. Baltimore runs in Vietnam, and he's very happy. So I've been killing it out here, bro. I've been killing it out here. I've been killing out here. Left, right. It's just unbelievable. I don't know what's going on with the economy, or I don't know if I'm just getting lucky, or, I think I might have to do with the Indians, all the Indians here now. I had a girl I met, on Pina Love, on the Pina Love app, pinalove.com, Pina Love app, whatever. Don't waste your time spending more than $1 a day on an app. Okay. Don't waste your time spending more than $1 a day on an app or on Tinder, 50 cents a day. Don't waste your time, motherfuckers, getting some useless, if there's a YouTuber, especially in the Philippines YouTube community, trying to sell you a link, to a dating site, trying to sell you a link to health insurance that you can get for 300 to 700 pesos. Because remember, medical here is socialized. It's socialized medicine. And we got Ron right here. We got Baltimore Ron, our hero, the number one Thailand YouTuber, Baltimore Ron, live in Vietnam with his beautiful 19-year-old nursing student. Go to his channel. You see it right there, Baltimore Ron. Check it out. Check it out. That's right, JJ the Lonely Bull. Anyways, Ron, Ron's too young, too successful, too good looking to be a depressed, lonely guy sitting in Vietnam in a hotel room. But believe me, they're fucking depressed. Okay, they are depressed. I mean, you get depressed in Thailand. You get depressed, really depressed in Malaysia, but you really, really, really get depressed in Vietnam, just seeing all that hot Vietnamese pussy out there all over the beach and at the mall and walking down the street, and just the fact that you're never going to get it. Okay, you're never going to get any of that. Okay, now you can get on a taxi. Ask the taxi driver, take me to hot pussy, and they'll take you there. Okay, they're going to take you there, but if you're not Asian, they're just not interested, bro. Okay. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, Ron. I watched your stream this morning, of course, and who missed your stream this morning when you ate your first Vietnamese food in Vietnam? I mean, what an exciting moment to get a $2, lettuce and fake meat sandwich, bro. I mean, what a great moment, Ron. But you got your first 6-inch long Vietnamese sub of, tasteless vegetables and fake meat, bro. We were all so proud of you, bro. Yeah, way to go, Ron. Anyway, Ron, I'm saying fake meat because I'm cooking up right now, okay? 22 ounces of Stouffer's meatloaf. Okay, I'm heating right now in my beautiful heater, my air fryer here. 22 ounces of Stouffer's meatloaf, and then I'm going to put on that beautiful thick Australian burger cheese. Okay, and then of course I got Australian steak fries, bro. I mean, I'm not sitting there, eating, $2 fake meat, veggies, tasteless veggies. Just joking, Ron. Anyway, have a good time in Vietnam, Ron. Get the steaks, Ron. Get the steaks. Buy the steaks. Buy the beef. You're there. They have the beef. It's Aussie beef or whatever. Buy it. So anyway, I gotta go to the kitchen here, bro. Hold on here. We gotta go to the kitchen here, and we gotta go to the kitchen and put in the fries. Let's get over here real quick. We got our beautiful kitchen here. You see, we got a beautiful kitchen right here. Okay, let's pull it out here. Look at that meatloaf, Ron. Yeah, look at that meatloaf. Now you're like, it's a little burnt, right? But no, I put on Taco Bell. I put on this Taco Bell seasoning onto the meatloaf, bro. Taco Bell seasoning on the meatloaf. Take a look at that, right? So, it got it burned a little bit, you got it burned a little bit. You got it burned a little bit, but you can flip it around here. See, you're going to flip it around here. Just turn it over, see? And it's done. See that, Ron? It's done. So we're going to put it up in our tray here. We got our tray right there. We're going to put the meat in there. There we go. We got some meat right there. Again, we don't scope. That's this Taco Bell, bro. You put this Taco Bell seasoning, the original taco seasoning on this meat, and again, you flush down the actual gravy, to begin with, bro. Killing it. And then let me see if I can find the box here. Oh shit, where's the box? Where's the box that came in? Oh, here it is, right here. So take a look. It just came in today, man. Brand new at S&R, bro. Brand new at S&R. Stouffer's meatloaf. Take a look at that. Stouffer's meatloaf, bro. Brand new at S&R, bro. Brand new at S&R. Okay, and then now we're gonna get these. Now this is the cheese. I'll go on to it later. This beautiful Happy Valley burger slices from Australia. These thick ass burger slices. Take a look at that. That's gonna go on there later. Which of course with some Japanese mayonnaise, Japanese mayonnaise. And we got ketchup, of course, and then some sriracha mixed in it, and all that. And then, of course, we got our beer battered fries here from Australia. These beautiful, what do they call them? Coles beer battered fries. There we go, right there, bro, right there. All right, so we collected all that, Ron. And then we're going to throw these fries in here. Okay, so we got that here. Put that there. We got it down right there. I'm going to put in half these fries because we're going to eat the other half tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm leaving to Angeles City, bro. So I'll be in Angeles City tomorrow night, bro. So that's exciting. And then we put, there's our fries right there. You know, we're going to put them in there. Back in the air fryer and then turn it on. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Boom. And then that's it, bro. Winning. Winning out here, bro. Winning. We winning out here, bro. Anyway, that's my lunch, bro. That's my lunch. And tonight I'll have a clam chowder. Now, first of all, I'll put a can of crab meat in it. You know, then I'll put it with of course the juices, and then I'll put in a can of clam chowder. You know, with the with of course the spices and everything. And some crackers because I'm going on a diet tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, we're going to join. Well, speaking of Gordon Ramsay, bro, this guy here, broken basil. You know why he's called broken basil, bro, Ron? Because he is broke. Okay, because look, I mean, who starts their live stream, Ron? Look, with Chanel, with all these designer bags in the background. So, hello, I'm Broken Basil coming from Mocktown, Newtown. I just blew all my fucking money on. I have this young girlfriend with me. I wonder why she. That's. Look at this guy. What? He must be from Canada. Another, champagne caviar expat. They have the finest fucking everything. You know, he's a broke ass Canadian. Sitting there. First of all, cut your hair, Grandpa. Okay, cut your hair. Get a shave so you look presentable out here in the Philippines, bro. Okay, quit buying this shit. Okay, quit buying this because you know what, everybody. Okay, we all learned this, of course, Ron, from remember Lily Drama, the girl with the double D's and had 3 Switzerland husbands that cut hair down off of Circumvent and it was my Circumvent 22 girlfriend when I first got out of COVID. When I got out of the 15-day quarantine. Anyway, Ron. Anyway, man, we would never do an amateur move like this, right, Ron? We would never buy a new iPhone. We would never buy designer stuff like that. We would never do anything like that. Matter of fact, we learned from Lily Drama, Ron, if the girl asked for a wine, if the girl asked for like a full dinner, block. We block it right away, Ron, right? We're not putting up with buying any of that. Anyway, he went to the Maximus. He went to Gordon Ramsay's new fish and chips and burger restaurant there at Mocktown, Newtown Mega World. So he went there, and of course he ate the dog food. He ate yummy dog food. Look, he's got he's even got a picture of him, bro. Where's it at? Yummy. He's got a yum. Where's the picture though? He put a picture. Oh, that looks good. Look. Wow, that looks sure yummy, huh? That looks like a, what's that called? A Mexican smash burger? Is that the best you got, Gordon Ramsay? Is that the best you got, Gordon Ramsay, there at your new restaurant where apparently it took forever to get the food? I mean, is that the best you got? Look at that, Ron. Would you deliver something like that, Ron, with Uber Eats in Baltimore? I mean, if you deliver something like that, Ron, to someone in the hood, okay, that gives big tips, and you deliver them that, Ron, they'd be out looking for you, bro, in the street. Man, they'd be like, what's that? You gotta listen. If you're in the Philippines, don't make things complicated. Get the basic burger with the basic bacon, the basic cheese. So if they offer a bacon cheeseburger, bro, and that's it, get it. Because if you do anything additional, if you do anything tricky, if you do anything, like, oh, I'm going to order something real special today, it's going to turn out like that, bro. I'd give that 1 star for dog food. Dog food. Okay, how much does dog food cost? I know I took a girl to Chili's yesterday, everybody. I want to thank all the fans out there that said, that told me to F off. I want to thank all the fans that were in state of shock when I was out there with this hot double D 20-something girl, 5'9", with the long legs on the double D's, and she just loves me so much. She loves me so much, man. She just loves me. I mean, she'll do anything to make daddy happy. Anyway, here's the bill. 2,421. 2,421. And there it is right there. Dog food burger. 790 pesos for that Mexican smash burger. Okay, so someone got the OGR, oh my God burger. 790. Anyways, bro, I mean, come on. Dude, if you go to restaurants here in the Philippines, bro, just get the basic burger, bro. Just get the basic thing, and that's the end of it, bro. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, Broken Basil broke. Okay, broke. Quit spending all your money like this. Okay, if you're gonna spend money, get some fucking honey. Okay, and move on. Get your honey. Hook up. Get some honey. Spend some money and move the fuck on. Don't spend all your money going out and doing all this crazy stuff. But unless you have a hot girl, 5'9" with double D's, and she's 28, and you want to show her off to the, and make everyone jealous. Of course, they get jealous, bro. I mean, I was walking around with her at SM Cebu yesterday, and just dudes just flip their shit, bro, especially at the barbershop. All those Filipino barbers at the barbershop, they just, because they see me walking around alone, and then I show up with a chick like that. They're like, I mean, it's like, that fucking Porter. I can't stand it, bro. They can't stand it. They can't stand it, bro. Anyway, going Internet Monster. Internet Monster's putting out live streams now. He's putting out live streams there. Go check it out there, Ron. I know you do. You're on there all the time. So Rich Bong in the chat. Legendary Rich Bong in the chat. Go to Rich Bong's channel. He took all the content down, but who cares? Probably Ron did a Rich Bong too, who I've met in person with Apple there at TGI Fridays there, Robinson Cebu. Did you lose all your videos too because of Cheap Charlie and his copyright strikes? Did you lose all your videos too, Rich Bong? I know you took them down. Anyway, we're here tonight to talk about this guy, bro. I mean, really the main reason I'm on here tonight is this guy, bro. This guy here. What happened to the video? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is right there.
Very short.
This guy, the expensive expat. This guy here, basically, where's his face? Let me see here. Oh, seriously? I didn't get his face there? Oh my God. Anyway, this guy here, I think he's like 80 or 75 or 70 years old or something. Anyway, this guy here, bro. I mean, this guy, basically, this guy here. So basically, he runs this channel called Expat, Expensive Expat or whatever. And basically, he's from Southern California, and he's 70 years old. Okay, you can see here he's got. It looks like he glued on some fucking. Some hair somewhere from a store. I mean, Rich Bong, it looks like he this guy, expensive expat, he got some fuzz shit, some super glue, and put it on his fucking face, man. Look how nasty that looks, bro. I mean, this guy like, I'm Mr. Hot Commodity up here in Baguio. You know, when I walk out there, I can get any young hot girl I want in Baguio. I mean, they just look at this guy and say, "Oh my God, you're a fucking hot rock star from YouTube, aren't you? Expensive expat? Aren't you the guy that makes the videos on how to live on $400 a month?" That's right, baby. I sure am. You want to go back to my shithole $100 a month fucking house? Oh, sure I do, Grandpa. I mean, great Grandpa. Sure I do. Can you just do me a favor? What's that? Can you get that shit off your face? It looks fucking disgusting. So anyways, apparently this guy is like Mr. Love, Mr. Love now. He's like Mr. I don't know what happened. I don't know what kicked it off, but obviously this guy's going through a great grandpa fucking crisis, bro. Great grandpa midlife crisis, bro. He's going through a midlife crisis. Why do I say that? Because I don't think he's ever talked about, meeting girls before. I don't think he's ever talked about hooking up with young girls before. I don't think he's ever talked about anything like this before, man. But all of a sudden, he's Mr. Lover out here in the Philippines, bro. Not with that shit, bro. I'm sorry, but no one's gonna, do some loving on your fucking ugly, nasty lips with that nasty looking shit on your face. No one's gonna do it. Breaking fucking news, bro. Kiss me. No one's gonna do it, bro. That's where he lives, bro. That's where he lives. Yeah, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I'm never being like the great Rodney Dangerfield, bro. I'm just a hapless loser with all the other losers here in the Philippines that, has nothing better to do than come on YouTube and talk shit. According to World Zoom, the guy's blacklisted from every country in Southeast Asia. YouTube is the second most dangerous thing to do as an expat in, Southeast Asia. I mean, first of all, it's the family, the girl, and the extended family and the context they have, and the things that they may get, know the right person at the right place at the right time in order to do the right type of thing in order to get you thrown in the hook, hokey pokey in the slammer in the jail. But the second worst dangerous thing is being on YouTube. Okay, now if you're like me, Mr. World Zoom, okay, who has the highest level visa that exists in the Philippines. Okay. My visa is the high. I went through financial checks. I went through national security checks. I went through, listen to this, there, Asian Jim. Okay. You listen to this, Asian Jim, by the way. I went through, what do they call it? Criminal background checks. Okay. I had to have references. My visa is so fucking exclusive that only 50 people a year get it. They only 50 million, only 50 people get it a year. World Zoom, it's not our fault that you were a fucked up hotel, fucked up hospital executive that worked for nonprofits that, stole all their money and ran off to Thailand, blowing on a bunch of blowing hookers, bro. I didn't do anything like that. You did that, World Zoom. You did that. So that's it. I mean, obviously, you fucked up, okay? You fucked up, and now you're blacklisted, pretty much everywhere, bro. I mean, that's embarrassing, bro. Joe Smith with $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Hit that super chat, motherfuckers. Hit that super chat. By the way, hit that PayPal link. We need funds to fund the operation, to go all these places and do all this stuff. We got a lot of stuff to do here. So let's continue on funding the operation, because let's face it, we need all the support we can get, because it just makes the channel funny, super chat, and makes everyone pissed. I sent you an email with the pics of adventures with Jim Walk from his expat secret video. Long story short, it ends at his mommy's house. I'll take a look at it, bro. I'll take a look at it. Thank you very much for the email. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, bro. Of course he lives with his mom. He's lived with his mom his entire life, and that's why he don't work, bro. He don't work, he don't do shit except make stupid fucking videos. I think he quit. I think Asian Jim Adventures saw the writing on the wall. I'm not the only YouTuber talking about this loser Asian Jim. There's many guys talking about it, and female YouTubers talking about this complete fucking loser Asian Jim Adventures. But let's move on. But thank you for the $5. I'll check it out, sir. This guy here, right? This guy is all of a sudden Mr. I can get any girl I want, anytime I want. And matter of fact, I lived in a van in San Diego County. So this guy's saying, he lives on $500 a month. He lives in a van in San Diego County, and he can just walk out of his fucking panel van, his rape looking panel van, all the TV shows, when they, take a young girl off the streets and they throw her into a panel van that has, it has weird looking colors on it. And it looks like it's from the late 70s, early 80s. That's right. That was his van. And he could just get out of that dirty, nasty rape panel van, walk down the fucking street in North San Diego County, okay? One of the richest areas of the fucking world, Joe Smith. And he can get any girl he wants. What? With that shit on your face? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Anyway, let's go to the board. Let's go to the board, bro. Let's go to the board. Yeah, he lives $600 a month, bro. Sure he does. This is lies. More fucking lies. Jesus. How many lies can they take? And thank you to Joe Smith for the $5. Hey, we're here live at the board, okay? So this guy's, here's his video, okay? So here it is. Just listen to this part. He's somewhere.
Girls. There are vloggers who say if you denied young women was the main reason you came here, you're just a liar. I got news for you. When I was facing living in a van on the streets of San Diego, finding a girlfriend was not my main reason for coming here. Don't let those fluky clickbait vloggers demean your character. By saying that, they were just prove how hard up they were before they got here. I wasn't hard up before I got here, and I never had trouble dating younger women. If that's what I wanted to do, that's just a reflection of their mindset, and then you start to figure out who your friends are. There's absolutely
Who's your friends?
Wanting a fulfilling relationship.
Who's your friends?
That can be an amazing part of your forever.
Who's your friends? Who's your friends? Who's your fucking friends? Who's your fucking friends? Who's your fucking friends? You don't have no fucking friends. Matter of fact, show your fucking face on the fucking video. The whole fucking video. You don't show his fucking face. Shut the fuck up. You don't show your fucking face on the entire fucking video because you're fucking ugly, bro. You're fucking ugly. You're nasty. You lived in a fucking rape panel van down by the fucking, was it the river? It was down there by the beach. I'm sure you couldn't live on the beach because they told you, you old fucking frail, nasty, dirty, stinky, fucking ugly old man, to get the fuck off our beach, get the fuck off our streets, get the fuck out of this fucking town, get the fuck out of San Diego County, get the fuck out of Orange County, get the fuck out of the LA County, get the fuck out of Ventura County, get the fuck out of San Francisco, get the fuck out of here. And where'd he go? He went to the Philippines, Joe Smith. He went to the Philippines. Philippines out there, Ed in Queens. He went to the Philippines there, Doc him. By the way, GD Mead was back on doing a live stream this morning, Doc him. Oh my God. You know, it's Christmas season, everybody. So GD Mead is back on YouTube begging again for free shit, free airfare, free hotels, free fucking food from his hapless, useless, dipshit subscribers who happen to watch that dipshit down in Davao at the petting zoo. Anyway, whatever his name is, Asian farmers or Asian farming or whatever. Anyway, this guy, bro. Anyway, what's interesting about this? Obviously, something's happened to this guy, everybody. Something's happened to this guy. Would you rather have Ricky's tamper with your back? Would you have Ricky tamper with your back door? Have World Zoo handle your finances? None of the above, bro. Yeah, World Zoo is as expat, you know, financial consultant, bro. He's like, he's my money man. World Zoo's my money man. Great idea. I know. Oh my God. But obviously something's happened to this guy, bro. You know why? Because so anyways, later on in the video, obviously, he's had a huge falling out with all the YouTubers in the Philippines. Okay, I got to switch the thing off of Bluetooth. So he's had a huge falling out with everybody here in the Philippines. Obviously, Mr. Donut, everyone else. He's had a huge falling out. Okay, because later on in the video, where's it at here?
It's at the wrong time. I don't really think about my needs or wants. I just do whatever I want, whatever I think about it for the most part.
Yeah.
There's no cost of living here.
There's no cost of living here. I can't show my face. I'm so fucking ugly.
If you're interested in this type of lifestyle that you see in my video.
I mean, what is up with all these guys that just have to, you know, have a bunch of losers, broke ass expat losers, broke ass motherfuckers. There's only three. The West don't send their best, ladies and gentlemen. They send their worst psychopaths, criminals, and many broke ass motherfuckers. That's all the West sends out here is their worst fucking people, psychopaths, criminals, and many broke ass motherfuckers. Just like this guy, Brandon. Anyway, later on in the video, where's it at, bro? He's like basically saying that don't listen to any bloggers, don't listen to anybody, only listen to me. Where's it at here? Where the hell is it? Here he goes, right here. Where's that at? Here we go.
He's a good friend of mine, man. I've been here 8 years. I highly recommend going to his channel.
He's talking about old dog. He's talking about Paulo Dog.
Please like, subscribe,
look at, I have never referred people. Look at that, to another channel. Look at this. So I'll read it again here. So this guy here spent 1 year, everybody, running around the Philippines, trying to get on every channel he could, okay, in order to use and abuse other Philippine YouTubers. He did everything he could to use everyone else's channel to make himself bigger and badder and stronger to make more money. Okay, he spent a whole fucking year going from the top of Luzon all the way down to General Santos City, going all the way from Palawan all the way out to Surigao from the west to the east. He spent 1 fucking year running around using everybody's channels to make himself bigger, badder, stronger, because he's a real fucking Philippine YouTuber. He's a real guy living up there in Baguio in his $100 a month shithole that, you know, where'd you learn to scam from, Paulo Dog? I mean, where'd you learn to scam, bro? Anyway. And then at the end of the video, he says, I got to play it again. At the end of the video, he says, I'll never refer you to another channel ever. I have never referred people to another channel, but this one video from Paul is the best I've seen. I've never referred anyone to another channel ever. So this guy who spent a year running around the Philippines using everybody on his channel, expensive expat. He spent a year using everybody and everything, using everybody. He now says he didn't refer to anybody. He's not going to refer you to anybody. He doesn't want to talk about any other channel but Paul Old Dog. And I'm just wondering, what happened, bro? What's happened up there? I think you're depressed. I think you're alone. I think you're just fucking falling apart in that shithole room with no aircon, a fan-only room, all alone. You can't even get any girls. You look ugly as hell. You got that nasty, dirty looking glued on shit on your fucking face. You wear that stupid fucking skull cap from, where'd you buy it? At Walmart 30 years ago? I mean, you look fucking bad. I mean, and then this guy's on here like, I can get any girl I want in 2025 in Baguio. That's why all these expats, that's why all these guys, that's why, none of these guys, are, that's why all the guys that have all these girls, that can't count to 5, their brains are fried, bro. The ones that didn't pass second grade, all the girls that are sitting down in Mindanao in the Brokey zone. That's why they're all in the Brokey zone down there, Dipolog City, Zamboanga City, that stretch. All these guys are in the Brokey zone in Mindanao, and you're the only one in Baguio. But yet you get all the girls, right? Okay, so we got legendary Rich Bong asking our questions here. By the way, Rich Bong was one of the 3. Rich Bong again. Yeah, we were talking about this the other day because Ed from Queens did a $300 donation. He had 3 $100 donations. I did Bang a Pot, Make a Lot. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Salama. And I was banging the pot on my head, not as big as Michael Fazio's. I didn't have all the writing on and all this, I didn't have Obama written on it and shit with the dollar signs. But we were talking about Michael Thomas, that dirty, nasty big mouth from New York that lived in the shithole in the Bahal. And most people don't know who he is, of course, Rich Bong. But of course we do, because we're 2 of the 3. Of course, the other one, Ben Newton Chronicles out of Cambodia right now. Got put on pen. But we're the 3 that he was betting $10,000 no one would show up to his house to confront him, of course. And of course, he never paid up on that bet, did he? Rich Bong, he never paid up on that bet, did he? Anyway, what's happened to Frank? The latest news is that he hasn't been deported, bro. I got an email saying that he went to JRC, and JRC has a lot of pull, and so JRC got Frank an exception, and him and Gilda went to Fuji for 3 beautiful weeks. They went on an exquisite trip. I mean, we're talking about Frank, Battaglia, the guy gets $1,400 a month. The guy that sent me the email, he makes $1,400 a month, bro. He couldn't afford a hotel there for 3 days, let alone 3 weeks, but especially with all the legal bills he has, right? And then so anyway, Frank, anyway, I had a 4-hour meeting, Rich Bong, with some contacts, asking, why can't Frank Battaglia be deported? What the hell's going on? And it's all in the system. It's all in the immigration system that, he has, he's on the watch list. He's on the blacklist. He's on the deport list. He's on, let's get him the fuck out of here list. He's on we've had enough for Frank Battaglia list. He's ready to be deported. He's ready to, they ready to arrest him and throw him, take him up there and throw him in detention up there. And yet it doesn't happen. So no one knows why. And then, but hopefully Frank's going to detention soon. And then Barry Jordan, I was told he has a nonprofit, a legal organization that's helping him. Of course, the emailer guy says he doesn't, but he does. He has a nonprofit. They're working for free, and they're trying to make contacts. Barry Jordan's hit like 2 or 3 hurdles. He's got completed. He got a summary deportation. He got a couple other things completed. Of course, we got the summary deportation, done right away when I was doing it. Of course, he fired all of us, but. For helping him, he fired. We did all that. We got him summary deportation. Then he fired us anyway, and blamed us for everything, of course. But the bottom line is that Barry's on his. Barry just has to pay the court. the judgment for the five cyber charges, 50,000 pesos each. And then Barry's out of here. And then Frank hopefully gets deported, bro. But again, we're trying to have him. We want to see him arrested so we get it on Philippine, Facebook. We want to see it on the Facebook. Frank being deported, or Frank showing his passport, on his way out, or whatever happens, bro. Whether he shows his passport, but we want him in detention. We want him arrested. We want videos, just like when Frank, again, this guy named Frank Pataglia, he was a nobody in this YouTube community. No one even knows who he is. He was this weird guy, living on Batayan Island, with a bunch of kids that he pays for, and he has $1,400 a month coming in, and he's very old, sick. He has all kinds of chronic ailment. He can't even walk. He uses a cane and a walker and a wheelchair to, go down to the Batayan Burrito Company where he eats his favorite, single taco because that's all he can afford. Because it's a single item Frank. I'm single item Frank because it's this one item. That's it. Like, Gilda, sorry kids, can you just get the rice? It's all I can fucking afford after blowing all this fucking money on legal bills in a big house full of fucking ants. There's fucking ants crawling everywhere. Anyway, we're just waiting for him to be detained and, thrown in the Bicatan Detention Center in Manila. And when that goes down, when it happens, it'll be the greatest moment in the history of Philippine YouTube community. It'll be the greatest achievement everyone's ever seen in this fucking genre. It'll be we're gonna run around here, fucking like, yeah! We're gonna have a big fucking party in Cebu with all those Philippine YouTube superstars and trolls. We're gonna get fucked up. We're gonna have all these we're gonna have these attorneys there to help, and we're gonna have all the people in the background and help. And most of all, we're gonna have a bunch of hot girls just fucking just being hot all over the fucking camera. We're gonna be fucking killing it. We're gonna be the fucking champions of fucking YouTube, because this is the greatest genre, the Philippine YouTube community. This is the greatest genre in the history of fucking social media. This is the fucking most nastiest in the history of social media. This is the most dangerous in the history of social media. This is the most fucking crazy of the history of the social media. That's why the Philippine YouTube community is the most loved, the most hated, most of all, the most fucking revered in the history of fucking social media world ever. That's why when these motherfuckers come into this genre, they most of the time, like Asian Jim, most of the time, like these Thai bloggers like Carefree Chris, and these guys, the guy, the dividend guy that was living at fucking Mark Thornton's, when he died. They're like, oh man, does he need dividend help? Or CPR? I mean, let's face it, bro. Let's face it, man. They came and they went because you got to have a special quality, a special heart. You got to have a fucking skin of fucking, you have to heart. I mean, your skin, it's impenetrable. It's got to be unbelievable in order to take the shit from this fucking genre, especially with all these, great Americans, these great, Australians, these great New Zealanders, these great trolls that we have in this community, European, Euro trash, of course, the Filipino Americans in this community that are on here. We got Maximus. We got Rich Bong, Australian Filipino. We got many Filipino Americans in this community, in this chat. I just want to say, God bless you all being part of this history making, especially when our hero, the guy that was the greatest, the greatest nobody ever, the guy that spent 9 years on YouTube that no one knew, no one cared about, and no one even tried to listen to or look up or even, think about. Now, of course, that was, Frank, whoever his name is. Anyway. Oh, man. Show us your wealth. I don't have any wealth. Again, I don't have any wealth, bro. I don't own anything. Mike Seaver, the great Mike Seaver, the pitcher, huh? But no, it's Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver. Listen, man, listen. Again, you don't own it. In order to be successful in the Philippines, bro, you don't own anything. Okay, I gotta take this down. You're taking too much of the screen. Yeah, door drama, bro. Door drama. Yeah, I reached out to her, bro. I reached out to her. It's just crazy demands, bro. Crazy demands. And again, I have that sleep apnea machine over there. I use that sleep apnea machine. See it there? I use a sleep apnea machine night. So you can't be with some girl that's vaping in your bed at 3 a.m, bro, on her phone playing, on her phone trying to do TikTok, bro, at 3 a.m. on a vape. You're trying to sleep with your sleep apnea machine, bro. You can't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. But anyway, to answer your question there, Tom, or Mr. Seaver. Okay, again, if you have income of $8,000 a month, okay, all you need is 5 bills. In the Philippines, forget about owning anything. Go with what Klaus Schwab said from the World Economic Forum. Okay, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Okay, follow what they say for a while. You have leaders around the world that tell you what to do. Just go ahead and implement the strategy. In the Philippines, in order to be a successful expat, you just need to have the right visa for your situation. Okay, if you're a top level influencer, if you're a top level YouTuber, if you're a guy that is going to be potentially targeted and harassed and threatened, okay, by any municipality all the way up to the national level here in the Philippines, you get the visa that's appropriate for the situation, which is what I have, the highest visa obtainable in the Philippines. Okay. Of course, I qualified for the SSRV, but that's nothing. That protects you like a tourist. SSV is like a tourist. Okay, that protects you like a tourist. Okay, you have to have the correct visa. Okay, and then after that, correct visa. After that, all you need is rent a room. Okay, utilities for the room, internet for the room, water for the room, and data for your phone. Okay, that's all you fucking need. Okay, then for that crappy room for $200 a month, okay, you buy a very expensive bed. That bed's $2,000. That bed's 140,000 pesos. $2,200. That bed is from Utah. Okay, that's from Utah, bro. That bed goes up and down. The legs go up, the head goes up. It has the best mattress in the industry. Okay, you get a couch I'm sitting on that pulls onto a bed just like your grandma had in the 70s. So it puts people on that. You get divider here. See these black dividers? This is all the stuff Apple did, the divider. Because Apple drama would sleep till 1 in the afternoon, 12, 1 in the afternoon, because she slept 3 and 4 in the morning, just like door drama. And then she get up and make lunch, right? So you have to have the divider in order to divide everything. And then after that, bro, so after your bills and everything, let's say you have $7,600, okay? Then you have that $7,600 divided by 30 days, okay? And then you could try and save some of it. For example, Apple, my ex-girlfriend, we parked in here for like 7-8 months, okay? We parked in here because I had to get my visa and I had to do this, I had to do that. And we were new to the room, so we parked here. We saved a bunch of money. I buy Apple a brand new iPhone Pro Max. We did, we went traveling. And then once everything's done, once you have the visa, once you have the room set up, once you have everything set up, then my goal, bro, is to spend 10 days in the crappy room and 20 days traveling. So I was in Europe. Okay, I flew from Singapore Airlines economy to Europe. I was in Europe 16 days. I flew business class from Frankfurt to New York on Delta. I flew from New York to Las Vegas economy. Okay. I was in Las Vegas for about 2 weeks. I rented a car for a week. I drove to LA. I drove to Phoenix. I drove back to Vegas. Okay. And then I flew first class from Vegas to San Francisco, business class from San Francisco to Manila, stayed 2 nights in Manila Hotel, flew back here to Cebu. Okay. So that's 7 weeks. Okay. So that was my travel. Then I did 10 days here. Okay. And then I'm going to Angel City tomorrow. So I did my 10 days here. And now I'm going to do my 20 to 30 to 40 days out. Then I'll come back and do 15, 20 days here. Then I'll be off again, off on another adventure, bro. That's how you do it out here, motherfuckers. That's how you make it. You keep things going. You keep things exciting. Go to Angel City, hit it up. You can go to Bangkok. You can go to Pattaya. You can go down to, you can go wherever you want to go. You meet a girl online, down in Bacolod that wants to do a threesome and run off to, run off to Boracay. And so you go down and see her, see if it works. If it works, you take the bus and take Ocean Jet to Iloilo and then take the bus up to, and ferry across to the bar. Whatever you fucking do, you do, bro. But in the Philippines today, it's all about cash. Okay. Cash is king. Okay. The cash makes or breaks your fucking entire life because you're getting nothing done out here. Okay. I don't care what this clown says, bro. I don't care what this brokey. I make $600 a month. I have the best life clown bullshit ever says. If you don't have no money, you're not getting anything done out here, bro. That's the fucking bollock. You have China. By the way, bro, you have Chinese syndicates. Okay, you have Korean syndicates. You have all these dudes, European syndicates. You have all these dudes running fucking, renting huge houses and paying these girls, 50, 60, 75,000 a month just to do cam. You have all this money just flowing every fucking where. You have foreigners coming in paying 50,000 a girl a week, bro, just to have two girls together. Then they got recruit. There's this fucking money. You have all these guys. Are sending thousands and thousands of dollars to these girls. As soon as these girls turn 18 now, whether in the province in the city, it don't matter. Once they turn 18, they just turn their phone on and the cash flies fucking in. You seriously think that you can come here, okay, unless you look like Baltimore Ron Channel, and get anything seriously fucking done when you look like me? You have my weight, my big fucking mouth, my persona. People are like, oh, fuck, who's that? They run away and shit, or you look like this fucking monster with this fake ass shit on his face. You gotta have fucking cash out here, motherfuckers. You gotta have fucking cash out here, and if you don't got it, you're stuck with a granny. Like that British expat in the Philippines, he thought he had it all with a government worker. He lost everything. You have all these guys that, if you don't have any money, you can park with a granny. You get that old granny and in the morning you smell. I love that granny in the morning. You just love that smell of hot granny, bro. You're just like, oh, this is fucking so good when you're broke as a fucking joke and you got granny sitting there and then you're like, man, at least I gotta have somebody, look at Steve from, what's his name? Look at Steve, bro, from, what's his name? The guy who did the video on from, where's his name here? The Boston guy, Philippine Info Channel. The Philippine Info Channel. Look, I love granny too. If you're a granny hunter like Toronto Brad, a great granny hunter, you have GILFs, you have G GILFs, and you have GG GILFs. Okay, mothers like to fuck, MILF. G MILF, grandma like to fuck, great grandma like to fuck, GG MILF. Okay, if you're into that and you love granny pee, if you love the smell of granny, if you love the taste of granny, if you just like that granny lifestyle, bro, you go ahead and have some granny pee, bro. But I'm out here, bro. Because I want the best. Sometimes you're not going to get the best, motherfuckers. You're gonna end up with the older lady, and that's okay for a date or two or three. It's okay if you take some girl out, maybe she don't look that good or whatever, but she was very nice to you and you had a good time and everything. But to have that long-term girlfriend, to have that girl here where you're investing in her for the future, where you have a girl that you can like, trust, and respect, and she looks good on your arm, and then you can take her out. And the Filipinos, the guys, like I was telling you before, only girl that's worth having, a girlfriend worth having, is when the Filipinos get mad at you, bro. When they get angry, disgusted, mad, mean, they just get fucking pissed, bro. They get fucking pissed. And that's the girl to keep, bro. But otherwise, if you want, you just come here broke and you're older and you settle with granny, and that's it, bro. But look at this guy here, bro. The guy that just did the video we showed tonight, Mr. Broken Basil, bro. I mean, he says it all right here, bro. He says it all right here. He has a young, hot girl. He's in Moncton, Newtown. He's in a condo, okay? He looks like Jesus. But look what he's got in his condo. Look at those fucking expensive designer store bags. He's got it down. He knows what to do. He's getting it done. He's got a young girl, and good on him, man. Good on him. He's doing it right. Right? Good for him. He's got the money. He's doing it right. Maybe, maybe he's like, in the, maybe he's in the, final seconds of the fourth quarter, according to Calvin, Sunshine Shoulders. He's in the fourth quarter, but, he's getting it done. At least he could buy this shit like Calvin Sunshine Shoulders, who takes them all to Kmart. Kmart. We got 95 in the chat, motherfuckers. I just want to say we got Boo in the chat. Thanks for supporting me on the Boo in the chat. Thanks for supporting me, with Geo and the, putting my name up there and with Geo's Geo on the Ghost channel. Geo on the Ghost channel. If you have to sit there and buy views, ladies and gentlemen. You have to sit there and buy views. All these guys, all these guys, Philly in the Philippines. Maybe he doesn't do it. All these Dumagetti bloggers, all these guys that buy video, the guy from Canada, all pro-life predator. Everyone buys views, bro. Everyone buys views. You got to buy views in order to get in the algorithm, okay? And so in order to get the algorithm, because it's like betting, okay? YouTube's turned into a big fucking roulette wheel, okay? You have all these videos on a roulette wheel, okay? Now, if you want to have a bigger slot on the roulette wheel where your ball might fall into, where the YouTube picks your number, in this case, your video, and it explodes into the algorithm, you get a bunch of views and you make a bunch of money. You have to make your slot in the roulette table bigger, okay, in order to make the algorithm. Now, just like TikTok, okay, where there's a news article, it's documented on TikTok, that if you know somebody in TikTok or you pay someone a lot of money, they'll click one box in TikTok, okay? They click one box on their software and you'll become an instant millionaire. Just like one click on a box, okay? You'll get all these views, all this money. It's the same thing on YouTube, everybody. If you know somebody in Google, or if you have some if your daughter's friend knows knows a mom who works in Google as a secretary, and they can talk to their manager or their boss, or they send an email to the friend who can go in there and click their friend into the algorithm to boost them up on their channel. Then they make lots of views, lots of money. It's all fixed. It's all loaded. It's all fucking who you know, okay, and who you fucking blow, okay, in order to become anybody on YouTube, okay? Because if you're not cheating, you're not trying, bro, on YouTube, bro. So anyways, all these guys buy these views. They make their slot bigger, and then it falls into the roulette. If it gets their number, they get a bunch of views, okay? And that's how it works on here, man. So, don't believe anything you see. Don't believe anything you hear. All you can do is come out to Asia, come out here, Philippines, come out to Thailand, and do what you need to do in order to have a good time, bro. Don't listen to anybody. Anyway, we got Craig Rosen in the chat, coming in from Australia. The big man, King Rosen, Craig Rosen, big man. King Ricky, thanks for all the great content you bring to Philippine vlogging scene. Thank you, Craig Rosen. Thanks for all you bring to the Thailand YouTube community. On the live streams, on the StreamYards, bro. We appreciate it. Oh, my God. Apple's so beautiful, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? I mean, she was so beautiful, bro. I probably shouldn't be doing this, bro. I mean, where's that video, bro? Where's that video at, bro? Where's that video, bro? Let's see. Where's that video, bro? Where's that video, bro? Where's that video where? Oh, there it is, right there. Look. There, I'm just going. I mean, look at that. Look at it. Of course, she was off the charts, bro. I mean, of course, she was off the charts. Let's just face it, okay? Let's just face it, okay? Most people never going to achieve what I've achieved in this community. I mean, people just lose their shit about how successful I am. I mean, they just lose it, bro. I mean, and of course, our great man, Alex Jones. I mean, I can't believe what happened with Owen Schroyer and the firing, but it's the way it goes on radio, bro. It's the way it goes on radio, man. It's the way it goes on radio. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. It's 1 hour. I'm starving. Come on, hit that support. Hit that hit me up with that PayPal. BigShotTravel69@gmail.com. Keep the party going. Thanks for the super chat, Joe Smith. Stay alive, everybody. Have a great day.